Hi, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible because I think the last time I posted a video, or maybe the time before, I was talking about I was having some back issues. Well, the back issues have gotten considerably worse. I'm going to go see a neurologist on Tuesday about it, but I'm on Percocet now, which is really hard to get here in Florida, and I had to basically drag my saint wife in with me to my doctor so she could plead my case for getting a 3-day supply of Percocet, which is pretty much nothing, but I was in so much pain I didn't know what else to do, but I did get a 3-day supply, and I'm cutting them all in half and being very sparing about what I'm taking. But what happened is I also got a whole body steroid shot the day I was in the doctor, and the next day I felt like $1,000,000. I could have done handsprings and the whole thing. Sorry about the lawnmower. But what happened is it loosened up my spine to the point where the day after that, the second day after the shot, I was starting to fall over a lot. And I fell over like 3 times that day, just randomly, because my right leg where the pinched nerve was gave out. And I would go down. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't break anything. So I'm on a cane now before I get to the neurologist next week, but I'll let you know how that goes. I didn't mean to go on about that, but this is what I'm actually showing you today. A VIP pocket watch, which is kind of like novelty size, but I don't think this watch was designed to be a novelty watch. But just to show you, since I'm here and it's an audio channel, I've got it sitting on this old late 70's Soundesign clock radio, which I actually kind of like a lot. It was, see the slider knobs? That pretty much places it in the late 70's. But it also has the ability, and they thought this was a really good idea at one point, if your clock radio had a cassette player and it was a recorder, you could leave messages for people. I have no idea. I think they were thinking maybe you had this in the kitchen or something, but you could pop a cassette in there and record a tape like, I'm going to the grocery store, the dog got run over, I'm leaving you, Jim, I'm leaving you because I fell in love with your best friend, that kind of thing. It's got some indicator lights, timer operation, which is kind of cool for a clock radio. Time set. There's the on and off auto, volume slider, has tone control, treble and bass, which I like, AM, FM tape, and there's the message button. So I thought there was a light on here that told you there was a message on this, but I'm not seeing it. I've got a couple more that were built right around this time that have the same feature to them, but it seemed to be a feature that came and went pretty quickly. So anyway, I like this. It's got a really good vacuum fluorescent display on it, which is kind of getting dim, but you can see how it's quite, I guess it's all right. There's no switch on it for dimness or brightness, so you're gonna have to deal with that. And there's the condenser mic. What else we got over here? Got your snooze button up here. This is one of those, another thing that bothers the crap out of me. These are like conductive buttons. So you don't push them, you touch them. But I don't know if that works or not. There is a message light, it's right there. Sweet. Alright, anyway, so this is a VIP pocket watch. No secondhand. Paper face, nothing about where it was built, nothing on the back whatsoever. You can see how large this thing is. And I think the title for my video was something that the mayor of Munchkinland would like, because this is kind of looks like something he pulled out of his vest, I think, when they were doing that stupid song thing after what's her face landed on the witch and all the munchkins came out. Anyway, this is not built in China. These I've had a couple of these in the past. They were actually built in like the Baltic states. I have no idea. This works, and I'll try to sponge it apart. It's got a tiny little pin palette movement in it. This whole back is like empty except for a small watch-sized pin palette movement. But it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's all metal, no plastic whatsoever except for the crystal, which isn't a crystal, but I don't think it's ever gotten any usage. I bought this at a strip mall storefront church thrift in Kansas somewhere about 3 years ago. It was in a display case in the front where they have all the weird little tchotchkes and stuff, and I think I paid $10 for it. But oh, see, the cane fell down already. Look at that. Nice. Now I'm standing freehand, so I'll probably fall over here in a minute. Alright, I just wanted to post something. I thought this would be kind of cool to look at. I mean, look at it. I carried it in my pocket. I've used it a couple times, but it's stupidly big. I guess I could put a chain on it and wear it around my neck like that black rapper. I can't remember his freaking name. I can't remember shit. I'm on like really small amounts of pain pills right now because that's all they gave me. But just wanted to get something posted, and I've got a lot of watch repair equipment, watch repair books, out-of-print books. I've been working on watches for 25 years, and I don't really do it anymore because my eyesight's really bad. But I still have quite a few interesting watches from going all the way back, to the early 1900s. But I'm not going to try to include them on this channel, and I'm still trying to get a watch channel started, but I'm having problems with it. I haven't really spent that much time on it. But anyway, it's in good shape. How'd you like to carry that thing around? Kinda cool. I don't think you can hear it ticking. It's not that loud. But like I said again, since this is basically an audio channel, I'm more primarily interested in showing you my audio stuff. Soft touch control. Let me see, eject. The door does not open. So apparently the cassette player, the belts are shot. As usual, everybody has the same problem. It does have a pretty nice tuning knob in it, and it does get loud. It is not stereo. It was before they started putting stereo in clock radios. For the longest time, clock radios were mono, and this is right around the time that they had not gotten around to putting stereo in here, which is okay with me, because when you get right down to it, when you have that much stereo separation, it's not worth having stereo. You really can't hear it. It's just a gimmick. But I like the way it looks. This is one of the better sound designs, and I'm always going on about how everybody kind of sticks their nose up at sound design, but when you go back over the years, they made some really nice pieces. They actually built them themselves. They didn't third party them. They were a company that made audio stuff, and some of the stuff that they made wasn't too bad at all. A lot of it was, they just bought it from Japan or China, whatever, and sold it under their name. But it's entirely possible that they did it to this. But just wanted to show you in order to showcase kind of an other than aesthetically interesting watch. I mean, but I bet you didn't know they made watches that big, did you? And this is not a Chinese-made piece of shit. This is actually made in, I believe it's made in Bavaria. So I had a couple of these that were really old, from like the 40s, and they were all, the plates inside, they had large, old-style clock plates, and they were made out of brass, and the gears were brass. It wasn't even coated brass, it was brass. And those I really like, but those are hard to find. And when I saw this, I kind of got excited about it. I thought maybe this had some bigger plates in it, but it's a smaller pin palette. But even so, It's pin palette. It's not a quartz movement, which would make it really sucky. I do wish I had a minute hand on it, second hand. Anyway, well, thanks for watching. I've already run up 10 minutes about nothing, so I'll get this posted, give you something to look at, make sure you don't forget about me. Next week when I go to the neurologist, maybe I'll make another video on a piece of equipment I've got. Just kind of do some clock radio stuff. Kind of in the clock radio mood. And I've got a bunch of clock radios, old and newer, so I could kind of go with that. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a good day. I'm up to 389 subscribers. Woohoo! So, anything you can do to help me out on that. I just want to get to 500, and then I'm not going to give a crap anymore. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and talk to you later. Alright, I pulled the back off of the giant novelty pocket watch thing. I just wanted to show you. This is what I normally use for my watch stuff. It's a synthetic oil by Remington with Teflon in it, and I use it. I probably had this bottle for like 5 years. I believe they market this as like gun oil, but if you use it really, really sparingly, it's beautiful for working on watches, or just like doing a light service, you know, cleaning the bearings. This crap I bought off Amazon, and it calls itself, well, it was billed as turbo oil. The reason why I bought it was because it had a little needle dropper on it, but man, there's nothing on here. It doesn't tell you what it is. It just says 100% synthetic lubricant. You know, seriously. And this is all my some of my watch crap. I work on stuff at this thing because I don't have to sit down. It's easier on my back. But okay, here's the inside. There's the inside lid. Don't know what that says. What does that say? Made. Come on, dude. I can't read that shit. Can you? Let's try this. Well, this is screwed up. I can't read it. I'm not gonna screw around with it. I'll look at it off camera. I really want to see what that says, man. Come on. Well, I may have to cut this. I've got a part of it out. But anyway, here's the pin palette movement. You can see that's my fingertip. It doesn't have anything on there, but it does say 83. UMF 83. Anyway. Pin palette. I mean, let's try. Let's flood it. Okay, I popped off the. There's a lot of oil, Pete. Holy camoli. Where's my Q-tip? I don't need that much oil on there. There. I can get started up here. There we go. Well, hang on a second. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I hit it with one little tiny drop of oil right around the whatever that's called, the balance spring bearing. It took off. It's running fine. Sometimes you don't need these watches and pocket watches stuff. They sit for years, decades, and you see all these little pivots that are exposed. They dry out. You can just put a little bit of oil in there, cup them with oil, and they work fine after that. So here's that marking again. It's not going to show us. UMF 83. Okay, good. Can we get this back? Can we actually see what this says? Oh, there's a... It's like that pin fell out. What's up with that? Did you see that? I didn't see that. Looks like a pivot, isn't it? It's like stuck to the plastic. Look. It's actually stuck onto the plastic. I wonder how long that's been sitting there for, where it goes. Mystery. Alright, well, I've done enough. But you can see how small that movement is. It's not as tiny as I thought it was. And it actually is an old school plateless pin palette movement, and it's working really well now. Alright, well, you've seen everything I wanted to show you today. That big old plastic or nylon space taker upper thingy. It's got the bail. There's some part swatches I've got laying out. Dust. Here's my little robot. It gets dusty in here, I don't know why. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.